What's up, everybody? It's your boy Frowns, and today we got probably the most important interview for me to do because it's with my personal hero, somebody that I've brought up plenty of times on many different episodes. I got the one and only OG to me, my dad, LeeBoe Shannon. What's up, Dad? How you doing?
What's happening, son?
Thank you.
We talking to each other like, hey, what's happening?
So yeah,
Before and after.
lead guitarist of Malcolm Noble and the Cool Breeze Band. So today, this is where I came from, you guys. So I'm gonna interview him so you can get to know him because I know damn near most of this shit, and hopefully I learn some more. So this is real special. Thanks, Dad.
You're very welcome, son. Love you.
I love you too. So let the people know where you were born.
I was born in Mississippi, Pace, Mississippi, a little country town. If you sneeze, you missed it if you're on the highway, the freeway, or whatever. But anyway, I'm a country boy out of Mississippi, Pace, Mississippi.
Pace, Mississippi.
Yeah. About 20 miles from Cleveland.
By way of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to all our family down in Mississippi and down in Memphis.
Yes.
We love you. And
what's up, family?
Yeah, hopefully I can get down there and see you guys, real soon. I would really like that.
Yeah, we both need to go down there, man. Together, you know what I mean?
We do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get Dad real high. So you're a guitarist, but was that the first instrument you picked up?
No, my first instrument, to my knowledge, was drums. As a kid, I always played drums as a little kid in the church, and then I started messing with the guitar. My dad used to spank my hands like, leave that guitar alone, boy, So drums was my first instrument.
Wow. And you didn't have no did you have professional training, or was it just you picked up the sticks and messed with it until it became something you could do all the time?
No, I don't. You know what? I can't explain it, but I just knew how to play.
That's crazy.
Same
with the guitar.
Same with the guitar. My dad was a musician, so I played a lot. I would watch him, and I would play what he played. So, one day he was gone to work. My mom was washing clothes, and I went in the music room, and I got a hold of the guitar, and I started playing what I heard on WDIA in Memphis, Tennessee. Remember that station? Yeah. Got in trouble for that.
So Grandpa, was he your influence for music?
Oh, yeah. He played everything.
Yeah?
He played everything. Piano, drums, guitar.
What about the uncles? Any of the uncles and aunties, did they play any instruments?
They played instruments too. Yeah.
Wow. That's dope.
That was on my mom, on your grandmother's side.
Okay.
His name, Uncle, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Uncle Thomas. Yeah, he could play guitar, he could play horn, and he was a traveling musician. I met him when I was like 6 years old,
Wow.
Yeah. Right outside of Prentice, Mississippi. I'll never forget that, man. He had his horn with him. And he came in and he was playing all these different solos on his horn, man. Trumpet.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did Grandpa play a lot of albums?
My dad, Grandpa, your grandpa, man, played with a lot of old blues artists, man, way back in the day, like Muddy Waters and all those type guys, man.
Wow.
They used to travel and play in these clubs, like the cotton clubs and stuff. They would sneak them in through the back, and they would play, and they would have to go out the back. It was crazy days back in those days.
Damn.
Yeah, my dad told me some crazy stories because, like, one of the piano players winked his eye at this white woman, and Dad said that the guy came up and told them they had to leave, and they was like, why? Why do we gotta leave? You know, we haven't even got started playing yet really good. You know, and he said, well, your one of your band friends winked his eye at this white woman, so they gonna kill you guys. So Dad said that we gotta go. He took off running
the
through
car
the woods.
up.
They left then. Dad said they left the instruments and everything running through the woods, man.
Hey, yo, bring me my shit tomorrow, bruh.
And Dad was the only somebody that grabbed his little stuff, man. And that was his hat and his coat.
Wow.
Yeah. Dad said that was a bad experience. I couldn't imagine growing up in those days when he was young, you know.
Yeah. So, how old were you when you ended up jumping off the porch and taking off to Portland? Did you? No, because you didn't come to Portland first. Wait a minute. You took off to Detroit, right?
No, it was Boston.
I mean Boston.
Yeah.
That's right, Boston.
I landed in Boston and Dorchester, Massachusetts, man. And a lot of musicians there.
Yeah, music was heavy, huh?
Yeah, real heavily. We went to this church, I think it was called the Church of God in Christ in Boston. And the minister was Reverend Ella Hollings, I think that's what you call. He's supposed to be our family, but
oh yeah,
yeah, supposed to be our family, and that's a big family. They're all musicians. Yeah, they had a big choir, man. They used to hold concerts in Elmons Park. They used to hold big concerts out there, and Edward Hawkins singers, all of them, man, was out there. Yeah,
wow,
I can remember those days, man. Yeah.
Wow. How long did you stay out there? How long were you there?
I was in Boston for about 5 years, about 5 or 6 years. My dad.
Wow, that's a long time. That's enough time for it to really have a big impact on you.
It was. But my dad came from Mississippi and took me back to Mississippi with him.
Okay.
And that's how I got back into music heavily, playing like blues. And he introduced me to this guitar player that used to play with Little Milton Campbell, man. His name was Bobby. What was his name now? Oh man, I'm trying to remember this guy's name. But he had this band called the Rhythm Aces. Little Monroe Jones.
Rhythm Aces?
Yeah. It was Little Monroe Jones and the Rhythm Aces.
Okay.
That was the name of that band. And that was the first time I played drums professionally.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that was in Mississippi?
Mm-hmm. Started in Page, Mississippi, playing them little, they call them juke joints, man. This place, it was called The Hole in the Wall. Now, the reason they call this place The Hole in the Wall.
Oh, God.
This woman cheated on her man, and he got mad. He walks in, he's seen her sitting in the booth with his wife, you know. So he goes outside, get in his truck, backs up out of the, you know, the parking lot, and took a running start, man, and drove through the wall. Hit the wall when they was sitting, drove through that building, man. Yeah. So they called the place The Hole in the Wall. I mean, why would you name a place that? I mean,
damn.
This guy done ran over to his wife.
God damn, man. That's when he snapped.
Yeah,
he usually just whoop him.
Yeah, he
right there.
Yeah, he didn't even say nothing. He just, okay, goes outside.
Maybe like a fist in the wall.
That was a big fist, bro.
Yeah. Shit, man. Your truck's fucked up.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was it.
So with the Rhythm Aces,
we took off, man.
You that was your first taste of getting out of town and traveling with a band.
Yes.
Wow.
We went to Chicago. We played the Mississippi Ball.
Okay.
I was scared to death. Let me tell you. I never seen that many people.
You were young.
Yeah, I was 13.
Holy shit.
Yeah, my mom had to sign these papers. So, you know.
So you could just go.
Yeah, well, he was the person that took care of me on the road.
Okay. He was your guardian.
Right. was a good experience too, man.
That's really cool.
And Monroe Jones, he was a great guitar player, man. He was one of the reasons I really wanted to really play, because he was so good, man. Oh, he was really good. He was, to me, people talk about B.B. King and all those guys. Man, this guy was way better than B.B. King. He was, I think, Monroe Jones was he was way ahead of his time because of his style of play. He had a really unique style.
He stood out somehow.
Oh,
something about him stood out, huh?
Yeah, he played that old school Gibson, man, with a short neck. Guitar neck was short, and his hollow box looked like almost like acoustic, but it wasn't as thick, And then he was he actually turned that guitar into electric because he actually made it himself, and it had a unique sound because he didn't have to have it plugged up to electric for you to hear him. You know what I mean? But he could get he could. Man, he was good. Like I hit notes on electric guitar. He was hitting on that. Like that, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How long did that last with them?
I played with them 6 years. I grew up.
So you got how did the transition from that group to Portland out? Did you just come here and be like, I like it here, I'm gonna stick around for a minute?
Well, yeah, I went through some more transition before I even came to Portland. After I left Monroe Jones, I joined this family band.
Okay.
Which was what's that guy's name? Put out the song called "Nothing from Nothing Leaves Nothing." What was his freaking name? Anyway, the Preston brothers.
Okay.
Okay, it's Billy Preston's kids. It's Lonnie B. Preston, Bo Preston, Joe Preston. It was a bunch of them Preston brothers, man. But anyway, I started playing with these guys. They had just came. I came home to Mississippi, right outside of Cleveland. That's what Dad had moved, right outside of Cleveland. He had this big house out there. So I moved out there with them. That's where I met these guys. Before I went to Boston, I started playing with the Preston brothers.
So you had cats that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I started playing.
Tap in with them. Like, what do you got? Yeah.
Started playing drums with them, right? I met Lonnie B. Preston. He was a guitar player. And Robert Preston, he played guitar too. So both of these guys, they was really awesome too, man. Went traveling with them, man. Went to Canada and came back, Played everywhere with those guys. But my dad chose to move to Boston. I don't know what that reason was. I never knew what that was about. He owned land and stuff.
That is a trip, though. Because,
you just took up, like, okay, family.
I'll never see no family of ours from out there.
Well, it was the Scots.
The furthest I've seen is, like, Detroit and all that.
Really?
Yeah. And I seen some in Connecticut.
You got a lot of family in Detroit, man.
Yeah, that's what. Shout out to Cousin T Mac.
A lot of family in Detroit.
Shout out, man. Shout out, cuz.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I learned a lot, man. Playing with those guys. And doing the Boston thing, yeah, I learned a lot there too. But then when we left there, come back to Mississippi with me, being with my dad, helping him own his property. He owned land and stuff back there, and I had to come back and help him and stuff. So when Mom came back to Mississippi, that's when he decided to send us to Portland, and he talked to the Scotts, Reverend Scott and his wife and stuff.
Shout out Reverend Walter.
Yeah, right. Love you guys.
And Boris. Shout out to the Scott family.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how we got to Portland, man. First musicians I met here was, believe it or not, was Malcolm.
No shit.
Yep.
Man, that's cool.
Michael Sheriff was the one that introduced me to him. And then after meeting him, I met Stephen Mays and his band. It was the Steve Mays band. I thought that was one of the baddest bands I ever seen, man. They had Cleveland on guitar. That dude was just sick on guitar. I'm like, dang. You know what? That's what I want to do. When I seen him, besides being at home, getting in trouble, listening to Jimi Hendrix, You know, I never forget that day. My mom told me that music was devil music, man. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what she told me. I was like, you know, why would that be devil music and it sounds so good?
No, that's acid music,
You
Mom.
know, that was one of the times I said, I want to play like that one day. And then when I come to Portland, I met this dude, Cleveland.
Okay.
Him and Steve Mays. In Cleveland, he was a guy that always had his guitar. Always, man. You just be talking to him and he had his guitar with him, man.
You got to stay ready in Portland because there's so much music.
When he got on the stage, Brian, oh my God. He did some solos, man. I swear to God, man. I could compare him to Hendrix, man.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to hear that guy.
Wow. What kind of... Man, I just seen a bed flip. No.
So, okay. So, what was the first band when you got to Portland that you officially was playing with?
Excuse me. The first band was this group, man, called Fingers of Doom.
Fingers of Doom.
Yep. Played drums with them for about a month. And I met Anthony Manyweather and Gene Manyweather.
Okay.
And this is the first, actually, to me, that was the first rap group I had ever seen in Portland.
Anthony
the Manyweathers. Oh, it was the White Manyweather. And my brother, Chuck, Perry, Anthony, and Jeffrey. It was a bunch of Manyweathers, man. Look, they had 2 drum sets.
For real?
Yep. And they was playing.
Shout out to the Manyweathers, man.
They was so unique, Brandon. To watch the 2 drummers play together, Anthony and Gene.
Man, I used to look up to Anthony when I'd see him play. I'm like, man,
it was unique to watch
so
because
cool, man.
they played actually the same way. So you would never miss a beat. The same beat.
Uh-huh.
Everything.
When
they roll at the same time.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? When they break down at the same time. So it was really unique to watch. So when they did a drum solo, it was
shit,
crazy. Because Gene had a big gong
I got
bell.
Anthony on Facebook. I'm going to tag him.
Look, his big brother Gene had a big gong hanging behind his head, right? So when he did solos, he would do these.
Hell yeah.
The big, you know what I'm saying? The big gong is like.
That's dope.
Man, it was really unique. But anyway, that was the start, and it was called, at the time, they was called the Dix Boys. D-I-X.
Okay.
Dix.
Hell yeah.
And that was what we was called. You know, until we got into this, it was very political about the name Dix Boys.
Mm-hmm.
When we played in Nieces, the brothers, without the older brother Gene. It was they got the arguing or whatever it was. But anyway, that's how that name changed from Dix Boys to Unison. You see what I'm saying?
Shout out to Unison. That was my whole upbringing and childhood.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man. Watching you guys.
Jimmy Busby, Iceman.
Man, Ice.
Perry.
Uncle Perry.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. I was like, man, wow.
Anthony Manyweather on drums.
Man, yep.
Yeah,
and
Parnell Hopkins on keyboard.
Yep.
Yep.
Uncle Parnell.
Yep.
I miss you, man. Uncle Jimmy, what's up? Where you motherfuckers
I wonder what they're
at?
doing right now.
Yeah. I hope they see this shit, man.
Hope they're doing all right, too,
It's going to get around, man. Hopefully, man, we can tap in with them.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Ice too, man, because he was like, man, he was like a superstar to me.
He was, man. He could sing every style.
Superstar.
He could sing any style, man. That's what made him so unique. He was a tall brother. You know, he could dance just right. You know, he wasn't
cool,
he wasn't like no Michael Jackson or anything like that, but he had the cool moves. You know what I mean? And he attracted a lot of girls too.
And shout out to Shadons.
Yeah.
I used to get in there and get to dancing. They let me do it, but then I had to go. But they let me in for a minute.
Mr. Fish Baskets.
Man.
You got me thinking about some food right now. Man.
I ain't gonna hold you too long.
No, that's all right, man.
So you guys had a cold run.
I had, man,
Cold run.
some real good people, man. I learned a lot.
And it was a cool vibe in the city back then.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, there was a lot of bad shit going on, but it was a cool vibe musically. You know, live instruments. You know what I'm
guys
saying?
would play out on the corner, Brandon. They was like bands would sit up on the corner and play.
It was live instruments
On the
everywhere.
porches.
And that's something we do got to we got to start getting out there and really supporting these cats that are playing these live instruments.
Yeah.
Man. That shit's important.
It's almost
that's the whole essence of this music.
It's like they're trying to do away with all of that, man.
No, it's just saturated with these young cats with dreams. You feel me? And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for them too. But these young cats with dreams got to apply themselves with a band behind them. You know what I'm saying? Pay some of these cats that are actually out here playing instruments, man. Man, that shit's dope as fuck to see somebody perform in front of a live band.
Yeah, that's a unique
It's super
scene.
dope.
Yeah, I even seen Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I've seen Snoop Dogg. I've seen all kinds of people, and every time you see them do it, it's even better.
What's that white boy name? That rapper? I seen him do it. I'm trying to remember what.
Eminem or something?
Yeah, man, it was a live band behind him. It was kind of unique. This, you know, the way his style is. You know what I mean?
It goes together.
Yeah,
it's all
really
part of
unique.
the same. It's all part of music.
It looked like that band that was that late night show band.
Talking about the Roots.
Yeah, it looked like them.
They're dope.
I'm not for sure if it was
They're
them.
dope.
It looked like them.
Yeah, they're dope.
Yeah, man, they was just, oh man, the way they play, and the way he was rapping, man, it was just awesome.
Hell yeah, it is. It's a good feeling, and it's a good thing to go see, man. I'd like to go sit down and watch that type of shit.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
saying? That's why I like seeing you guys perform all the time.
Well, thank you, son.
You know?
I enjoy playing. That's when I'm that's when I'm at ease, is playing that guitar.
Well, that's a good way to segue into what you got going on now, because he's now playing with Malcolm Noble and the Cool Breeze Band, and they've been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? And they're active. They're out here performing all the time. So that's why I'm glad we got to get this interview done, because I'm gonna have in the description and shit how to see their website, see their social media. You know, see where their gigs are at, because they're playing. You play over at the Spare Room on Alberta, and also at the Celebrities.
Yes,
you play
Celebrities. Every first Saturday at the Spare Room, and second Saturdays at Celebrities.
Right, and you can also catch him at these casinos, man. They'll be out. They out at Chinook Winds and all that shit here too. So. If you're out and about, man, and you catch wind of the cool breeze,
yes,
you catch that cool breeze, you can take your motherfucking ass in there and see some good music.
Yes.
So we still got a little bit of time. How did you get in contact with them and get started with these guys? Because man, you guys are real good.
Well, you know what, son. I had a band at the time. I got this call. Me and a friend, Kenny James.
Mm-hmm.
He's an awesome bass player, man.
Yeah, he is.
Me and him,
cool as hell.
Yeah, he's really great, man. We had a band. We put together a band called Main Squeeze.
That's right.
And funk rock band, blues, and we still, work out together. We still is planning on doing the blues thing, you know what I mean? But Cool Breeze, we do R&B and everything. This is a little on the rock side of the blues. More on the Hendrix style of things. Thinking in the more aggressive art of aggressive guitar playing and singing.
Challenging yourself.
Pushing the edge of the blues.
Mm-hmm.
A lot like Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, Robin Trower, in that fashion.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love that. I was, I grew up on that.
That's you. 'Cause, yeah, you used to piss me off when I was a kid. Because you played when you would be practicing in your room playing Metallica and shit. Like,
that's
this shit. I was sitting there mad as fuck. Hey, man, turn that motherfucking shit off, Dad. You're like, no, man.
Metallica, no.
This makes my fingers fast. I'm like, ah, man.
I remember that, man.
You remember that shit?
God, man.
Coming confusing shit. What the fuck?
Well, you know.
I understand now.
They experienced the other kind of music. And you know, Metallica, it was a little way out there. I still love those guys.
Motherfuckers are talented.
Yeah, I love them, man. Look, this is what made me like Metallica. I love them. I won tickets to see them. And I had backstage passes. But everybody was telling me, these guys was crazy. They're devil worshippers. No, I wouldn't go see them. This was back in the day, you know. I wanted to meet those guys, man. Went backstage. They was the coolest people you would ever want to meet, man. We was drinking Jack Daniels, man. I got drunk.
Wow.
Yes, man. It was the coolest thing, man. Yes. They're great people, man. And they fight for musicians' rights. And they was one of the first bands to do that.
Hell yeah.
You know, and they still trying to steal our music, you know.
Hey, but look, why don't we give the people the names of the people in your group? Because we need to give them a shout out, man.
Oh, you talking about my boys?
Your boys.
Let me see.
Let everybody. Cool Breeze Band, Malcolm Noble, my father.
Okay, who's the other guy's name?
You ain't shit.
I'm just playing. No. You got Andre Black on bass. To me, he's probably the baddest bass player in Portland.
He's so motherfucking smooth.
To me, he's the people's champ.
He's smooth than a motherfucker. Yeah,
if you around him, man, everybody know him. But anyway, I think he is the best bass player.
He's a smooth brother, man. He's
Portland.
great. Yes.
And you have Derek Ingram on drums. He's a Mississippi brother.
Okay.
You know, he's from down around, my way, our way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's around Greenwood, Mississippi brother.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to him.
And you have what's that boy name play the keyboard?
I don't know his name.
David, man. No, I'm just playing. David Peterson is one of the best keyboard players, musicians in Portland. He can play every instrument except for horns.
Okay. Wow.
This guy can pick up a bass and play it. Wow. I mean, to me, he's better on bass than he plays on keyboard. When I first met him,
I was watching him on the keyboard. He did that shit effortlessly.
Yeah, he's just talented.
Like it's just it's just there. It's second nature.
Yeah, it's just second nature. He just started playing keyboards. You know, when I first met him, man, he was playing bass, and this was way back in the Niecy days.
Wow.
He was playing with this group called The New Attitude, and that was Parnell Hopkins, Renell Hall, Rusty Cox on drums, and Parnell was playing keyboard. Look, and his Parnell's
shout out Brian Foxworth too.
What's his cousin's name? He was playing sax.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, that band should have been gone, but I don't know. You know, they had Hank. He was their manager, and I think he kind of screwed them over, man. But they should have been gone, man. That was the baddest band in Portland back then. They was some young kids.
They were just cold, huh?
They was cold, man. I'm sorry. I fell asleep on the joint.
Man. You good, man. Daryl's got to talking and shit.
Yeah, you got me talking about some of my favorite guitar players, man.
Hey.
Renell Hall, he's another bad brother.
Was that everybody?
Yeah, that was all of them, man. You know, first like the Cool Breeze Band, you know.
Shout out, man, to the Cool Breeze Band, man, because you know what? You guys are keeping this shit going.
Hey, man.
You ain't the only ones, but you guys are making hella noise.
We some senior citizens.
We all, but everybody knows, man, and that's what's so cool about it, man. You guys, it's like your generation is what your generation is what we're doing now, and it's like it's so cool to see you guys still doing your thing and giving people all this entertainment, man, because it's not easy to get out and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's very hard these days, man. So,
well, I want to say thank you, Dad,
and thank you. Love you.
I love you too. Everybody, check the description. Cool Breeze, my dad LeeBoe, me Frowns, Park and Spark, and I'm high, baby.
Yeah.
Peace.
Baby. need that brother come this winter. But you ain't been doing nothing. Ride you and your friends up and down the streets. Yeah, I got news for you. I'm gonna take the keys away from you. That's right. Now listen. One of these early mornings, we're gonna be weeping. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, baby. I'm gonna take the keys away from me, girl. You better give me some quality time. That quality time I've been used to. You ain't been doing nothing. Riding in that Ford. Yeah. But I'm gonna get them from you. You're gonna wonder what's going on. You're like, man, what's happening? Yeah. That's right. One of these early mornings, you're gonna be wiping your weeping eye. Yeah, that's right. Hey. I bought you a brand new Mustang. It was in 1965. But all you wanna do is ride with your friends. Ride them all day and night. But when Sally, my baby. Sally, my baby. I guess you better slow that Mustang down. I'm gonna have to put you flat